Hi there, it's Harry Kalymnios from the Thought Gym, and welcome to today's class, which is going to be all about strengthening your core. Absolutely fabulous, because the core is core to everything that we do in terms of our movement, getting up, sitting down, walking, balance, everything. So it's not about getting six-pack abs or eight-pack abs or anything like that, although that could be nice as well, of course. It's about really strengthening the core so that you can function day to day. So let's get started. We're going to start on our hands and knees in our tabletop position, okay? So just take a couple of cycles of cat-cow just to warm up the spine a little bit. So inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, looking behind as you round the spine. Inhale, gazing forward, exhale, rounding the spine, okay? Inhale, dipping the belly, drawing the shoulder blades back, bringing the elbow creases forward, exhale, chin to chest, round through the spine. Good. Okay, so tucking the toes for the first one. And we're just going to lift our knees off the ground, okay? So our knees are about 1 inch off the ground. Our core is nice and engaged. Pressure is going through the hands quite evenly. Our gaze is down between our thumbs, okay? Holding it there, okay? So you may start to feel it, of course, if you do come down to the knees. If you're quite happy there, just stay there, okay? So this is a kind of a modified plank, and this will end up going to like a bear crawl sometimes, although we're not going to be doing that today, I don't think. Good. And from there, elevating the hips and just coming into downward dog. So keep a nice bent legged downward dog with the hands outstretched, the chest making its way towards the thighs. Good. And then we're going to come down into our tabletop once more, bringing the knees all the way down to the ground. Okay, one more set of that as we inhale, bring the knees 1 inch off the ground, hold in that position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Elevating the hips, drawing the chest towards the thighs, looking between the feet, maybe pedaling the feet out. Good. And then we're going to roll all the way back down to our tabletop position. So from tabletop position, I'll come a little bit forward here. We're going to stretch out the right foot to the back of the mat, and then we're going to lift it. Okay, so right now we've just got the foot about hip height, and here you might want to stay, okay? Or you're going to take the left arm forward as well, and you have this balance here, okay? And then from here, inhale and draw the elbow towards the knee, round through the spine. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, draw the knee towards the chest, elbow towards the knee. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, round through the spine, push through the right hand. Inhale, draw out. Exhale, in. Inhale, draw out. Exhale, in. Inhale, stretch as if you're being pulled from pillar to post, like you're in the middle of a tug of war or something like that. And then we're going to do like little micro pulses, okay? Have the thumb pointing up and just have the foot flexed, and you're going to take micro pulses up and down, up and down, up and down, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then coming back down. Okay, so left leg can come out here. Of course, if you need the easier option is not necessarily to always have the leg up, but you can bring the leg in and you can rest the hand each time, okay? You can place the hand down, place the leg down, that's totally fine as well. Otherwise, left leg comes to hip height, right hand comes out, stretch, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, round through the spine, push through the left hand. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale, round through the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch away. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. inhale, exhale, inhale and hold. Again, thumb pointing up, micro pulses up and down, up and down. Okay, engaging the glute, engaging the thigh as we do this. Okay, good. And then release. And then take a couple of cycles of your cat-cow. Inhale, engaging forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Okay. So, again, staying on the knees to begin with, just as the kind of level 1 approach, if you like. We're going to extend the right leg out, just like we did before. We're going to keep both hands on the ground this time. And you're just going to bring the knee into the elbow or the tricep. Tap once and out. Tap twice and out. 3 and out. 4 and out. And 5 and out. Okay, and then bring the knee down. And then take the left leg out to about hip height. And then as you exhale, you bring that knee in. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 5. Inhale, 5. And then bring the knee down. Okay, so that is where you may want to stay. Otherwise, we're going to take a slightly different approach to this as well. Okay, so we're going to tuck the toes, come into downward facing dog. Okay, so from here, we're going to do the same pattern. We're going to roll through to plank and then bring the knee in and out. Come back up into three-legged dog and then roll forward, tap for 2. Three-legged dog, roll forward, tap for 3. Three-legged dog, roll forward, tap for 4. Three-legged dog, roll forward, tap for 5, and come back. Three-legged dog, downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Okay, remember your hands, index finger, middle finger pointing forwards, pressure through the backs of the knuckles here. From here, lifting the left leg, rolling forward, high plank, left knee to left tricep. That's 1. Three-legged dog. Roll forward, tap. That's 2. Roll forward, tap. That's 3. Three-legged dog. Roll forward, tap. That's 4. Roll forward, tap. Knee to elbow. That's 5. Three-legged dog. And downward facing dog. Okay, just take a position on the knees for a second here. So we're going to do that one more time with a slight variation. Okay, so we're going to bring the knee from our tricep down to the elbow, down to the wrist even, and then back up. Okay, and we're going to do that whilst hovering 5 times. So downward dog, three-legged dog, right leg up. Okay, from here bring the knee to the tricep. Goes down and up, that's 1. Down and up, that's 2. Down and up, that's 3. Down and up, that's 4. Down and up, that's 5. Okay, three-legged dog and downward facing dog. Okay, so same thing, left side. Inhale, left leg. Bring it up to the tricep. Down to the wrist. Back up, that's 1. Wrist and up, that's 2. Wrist and up, that's 3. Wrist and up, that's 4. Wrist and up, that's 5. And then three-legged dog and downward facing dog. Okay, and then come into your knees, having a little pause for a second there. Okay, the next one is going to be quite an interesting one. We'll see how we get on with it. So, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Good. Roll forward to high plank. From high plank, we're going to just lift the left leg off the ground. Maybe you stay here. If you can, you lift the right arm. Okay, so maybe you're just coming to the fingertips of the right hand. Maybe you're lifting the whole thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down to your high plank. Okay, so you're trying to stay in the center as best you can. Okay, it's not always easy. Okay, right leg lifts up. Maybe you stay there, maybe you come to the fingertips. Maybe you bring the left hand forwards, holding it there, looking down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then downward facing dog. Good. Step the right leg forward, step the left leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll up vertebra by vertebra. Arms come over the head. And then taking a gentle back bend, maybe bringing the hands behind you to the hips and just taking a stretch of the front side of the body. Looking back, maybe dropping the head, opening up the front of the throat if you're ready. And then coming back to standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, float down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins or thighs. Bring the hands down, bend the knees, step left leg back, step right leg back. From here, knees come to the ground, chin between the hands, lowering, inhale into your baby cobra, rolling back through maybe child's pose before coming into downward facing dog. Okay, from here, we're going to roll through to high plank. We're going to come into side plank. So, option is to come to the left knee. Okay, we're going to do this side first. And then stack the right foot behind and come up like this. Okay? Or you can take the side plank with the right foot halfway up the mat. And if you've got wrist issues, you can always take it on the side on your forearm. This will be easier bringing the hand in. This will be a little bit harder having the hand parallel with the mat. Okay, so decide where you want that. Otherwise, you're going to stack the shoulder, elbow, wrist, one over the other, and come into your side plank. Okay, and then we're going to lower the hips and raise them. Okay, lower and raise, lower and raise. I'm losing count here. Was that 3? Maybe 4, maybe 5, and hold. So the idea is if you do lose count, always assume it's the lower number, because then you'll end up doing more. Okay, and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then coming over into high plank. Option to stay in high plank like this, or come to downward dog for a rest, or child's pose for a rest, or you roll through, take a full vinyasa or knees, chest and chin, inhale into baby cobra or full cobra, rolling back, child's pose, or straight into downward facing dog. Okay, I'm going to come on this side so I can face you guys for the right side. So again, we're going to come into our high plank. We either bring the knee option or whatever option you're doing, otherwise you come onto the side of the left foot. Okay, hand, elbow, shoulder, stack. Almost like you're trying to open a jar with the hand to give a little bit of torque. Arm up. We dip down, we come up. That's 1. Dip down, up, that's 2. Down, up, that's 3. Down, up, that's 4. Down, up, that's 5. And then we hold. Okay, so you want to be like turning that hand to create a little bit of torque here. You should maybe be heating up a little bit by now, who knows. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you come to your high plank. Again, you come into staying for a high plank, downward dog, or taking that full vinyasa maybe. Inhale, upward dog, rolling back, downward facing dog. Let me turn around a little bit for you. Okay, so from downward dog, we're going to do something similar. We're going to roll forward, high plank, turn onto the left outer edge of the foot, back into side plank. Okay, from here we're going to bring the right hand, bring it down, and up. Okay, bring it down and up. Down, up, that's 3. Down, up, that's 4. Oh, down, up, that's 5. Hold it, bring it into high plank. From here, either stay in high plank, take a chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, roll back, downward facing dog. Roll through, high plank. Come onto your side of the right foot. Right hand, nice and firm. Left hand up. Bring the left hand underneath the right shoulder. Up, that's 1. Down, up, that's 2. Down, up, that's 3. Down, up, that's 4. And down, up, that's 5. Back into your high plank. Either stay here or child's pose, downward dog, or full chaturanga, shoulders to elbow height. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and then roll back, downward facing dog. And then just come into the knees and just releasing a little bit of pressure on the wrists here. Good, 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 good. All right. We're going to come onto our fronts, all the way down. Okay, so feet together in our prone position here. And for now, we're going to just bring the arms behind us. Okay? And then we're going to just lift on the inhale the chest. Keep the feet on the ground, keep the arms on the ground for now. Okay, so just lifting the chest as much as we can. Try not to gaze forward, but gaze down. Allow the back of the neck to be long rather than compressed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make a little pillow with the hands. Turn towards, looking towards your right shoulder, left temple on the ground. Taking a little break. And then we're going to come, bring the forehead center, arms behind us once more, raise the chest, and then raise the arms as well. Okay, so we've got chest and we've got arms kind of flying forward, feet still on the ground. Okay, oh, I can't even see the camera from down here. A little bit crazy. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Turn to the other side, over on the left. Maybe rock through the hips a little bit as well. Good. And then we're going to bring the forehead center, bring the arms behind. Inhale, bring the chest up, bring the arms up, and this time bring the legs up as well if you want. Creating a nice little dish shape here. Holding it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Turning over to the right again. Left temple on the ground. Rocking through the hips. Good. And then options are always to stay in one of the 3 that we've done already. Or we're going to bring the hands into aeroplane arms. And we're going to bring up everything here. So we're going to bring up the chest, the legs, the arms, the feet, everything. Okay? Holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bringing the hands down. Right temple, so look over the left, rocking the hips. Okay. Option is to stay there, not in the rest position, in one of the 4 that we've done. Okay, so you can stay in one of the 4 that we've done, or you're going to bring the arms out in front. Okay, and then we're going to raise up with the chest and the legs and the arms. Okay, holding there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5. I didn't say 1 yet. Well, now I did. Okay, 1 and relax. Okay, bringing it over to look over the left. And then hands underneath the shoulders, rolling back, child's pose, just relaxing here. Good. And we're going to roll through, and then downward facing dog. Yeah. Optional vinyasa here, we're going to roll through, or half vinyasa. Come down, lift one leg up, so lift the right leg up. Come down to your chaturanga. Lift the right leg up even higher. Inhale into your upward dog or cobra. Roll back into your downward facing dog. Okay, one more to even it up. So roll through to high plank. Lifting the left leg. Okay, come down to your chaturanga. Hold it there. Lift higher. And then come through to your upward dog or cobra. And roll back. Downward facing dog. Good. From there, bending the knees, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping to a seated position. Okay, so option here, we're going to take boat pose. So feet can be on the ground to begin with, hands underneath the knees, chest nice and upright. From here you can lift the knees and still support yourself, or you can let go of the hands, okay? Or you can bring your shins to parallel, again supporting the knees somewhat, or releasing the knees. Okay, if you're comfortable there, so you've got this option, this option, this option, this option. That's 4 options for you. And then you can always lift. Try not to round. Try to allow the chest to be as straight as possible. Point or demi-point the feet, which is what I like to do here. Okay, so maybe the arms can be above your head as well. Okay, holding it there. Good. Now bring the hands to the centre of the chest, okay? And we're going to tap towards the left, both hands, back to centre, tap towards the right, back to centre, left, back to centre, right, back to centre, left, back to centre, right, back to centre. Cross the ankles, put the hands down, press and down, okay? Okay, next one, here. Back into our V-sit. Now you can also be in these positions, of course, right? But if we're in our V-sit, we're going to bring the left leg and the right hand to meet, and then the right leg and the left hand to meet, okay? Now if you're doing it like this, you can tap it like this, you can tap it like that, etc., okay? So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Cross the ankles, press down and push, and then good. And then bringing it back into boat position. Slowly lower the boat, hold it there, and release. Take a 5 to 10 second shavasana. Okay. And bring the knees into the chest. Hug the knees, roll forward and backwards. Roll forward and backwards. Okay. Forward and backwards a few times. Maybe trying to hover on your seated bottom or your bottom for a second. Good, good, good. And then maybe let's just do one little hold just to see how that goes. So hold it into your Navasana. Okay. Any option here. Any option here, okay? I don't know, whatever you're doing. Woo, even with the legs apart. Or you can even, if you want it a bit more challenging, flutter the feet forward and backwards, side to side. All of this is available to you. And then bring the knees in, hug, roll. Just 3 or 4 times is fine. And then we're going to come back onto our fronts. So, knees on the floor, and then we're going to roll down here, taking the hands nice and wide onto the fingertips, raising up into a variation of our cobra here. Just stretching out the front of the body here. Good. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice. And then release into the ground, pressing the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing back up, coming into our tabletop position. And again, just some cycles of cat-cow here. Mobilize the spine, inhale, gaze forward, round through the spine, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, round through the spine, exhale. Oh, that feels good. Oh, I'm feeling the heat. I think I've got my heating on as well, which is probably not the best idea in the world because I'm getting quite sweaty. Okay, let's come into downward facing dog. So tucking the toes and releasing back, downward facing dog. Okay, so option is going to be just to come downward dog or child's pose or roll through to high plank. Lifting the right leg. Come down into your low chaturanga. Lift the leg even higher. We're going to hold it here. Okay, so hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale, upward dog or cobra. Rolling back, downward facing dog. Okay, same thing on this side. Again, obviously child's pose is there for you. Downward dog is there for you. Roll through to high plank. Lifting the left leg. Lowering shoulders to elbow height. Lift the leg even higher. And hold there. Hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale into your upward dog or cobra. Shoulders back. Draw down. Downward facing dog. Good. Bending the knees and then stepping or jumping to the front of your mat, whichever way you want, coming to seated. Okay, from here, we're almost done, don't worry. We're going to cross the right knee over the left. Okay, so as if you're trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet or you're just sitting cross-legged here. Okay, from here we're going to raise the shins to parallel. Hands come to the temple or fingers to the temple, not gripping in behind your head, just to the temple is nice. And then we're going to just squeeze together, that's 2, and together, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, and then releasing the legs. Keep the cross there for now, and we're just gonna take the legs over to the left side momentarily, and then take both legs over to the right side momentarily. Good, and we'll come back to center. Then we swap the cross, so we've put the left leg crossing over the right leg. Okay. Now, of course, you don't need to raise your legs here. You can keep the feet on the floor if you wish. But otherwise, if you're raising the legs, the shins come to parallel. Hands to the temple. We squeeze in for 1, in for 2, in for 3, in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then releasing, taking both knees over to the right. And then both knees over to the left. Good. Okay, and then releasing both feet to the ground. Keep the knees bent. I'm just going to take a little bridge here. So keep the feet about just where you can maybe touch them with the hands. Okay, and then you're going to tuck the pelvis under, roll through the spine vertebra by vertebra, pressing into the big toes, drawing the hips up as if someone's got a belt around your waist and is pulling you up. Try not to flare the legs out, but keep them about hip width apart, and then look towards your belly button. Okay. From here, you can, if you want, you can interlace the hands underneath, and you can take the shoulders, shuffling the shoulders under, squeezing the thighs and the glutes together, bringing the hands down, looking forwards. Okay, option if you want is to lift one leg, maybe the right leg first, up to the sky. Holding it there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing the foot down, keeping the hips raised. And then if the option is there for you to take the left leg up to the sky, toes engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands, vertebra by vertebra comes back down to the mat, so just very slowly, keeping the pelvis tucked until the last possible moment, releasing. Okay, from here, bring the knees in towards the chest, hugging yourself tightly, rocking forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Good. And then we're just going to take both knees over to the right hand side, keeping the elbows on the ground. Take the right hand on top of the left thigh, give it a little bit of extra weight. Maybe look towards the left hand, maybe closing the eyes, starting to relax a little bit. Good. And we're going to take both knees over to the left. Again, maybe using the left hand over the right thigh to bring the weight down, keeping both shoulders rested on the ground here, and then looking over your right shoulder towards your right hand. Maybe you close the eyes even. We've done the hard work. All time to relax now. And we're going to lengthen the legs, come into our supine position. But before we come into Shavasana, we're going to take our arms over our head, behind us. We're going to take both the hands and the feet over towards the left side, so we stretch out the right side of our body. Okay? So we're stretching out the right side of the body. If you want to grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull a little bit, taking your feet over to the left as much as possible. Good. And then you're going to take both hands over to the right and both feet over to the right, so you're keeping your hips exactly where they are. Maybe you're grabbing hold of the left wrist with the right hand and you're stretching the left side of your body out. Good. Releasing. If you want to take any final little movements like twists, rocking, windscreen wipering the feet from side to side, or maybe even taking a happy baby, or anything that you feel like you want right now is fine. Otherwise, everybody else, well, join me in our Shavasana for just a couple of moments here. Feet by the corners of the mat, toes flopping open, hands about 6 inches away from the waist, palms facing up, arms nice and long, legs long, neck long, jaw relaxed, shoulders relaxed, everything relaxed. Anytime thoughts enter your mind, allow them to pass through the screen of your mind as if they're passing through the sunscreen of a car, clouds in the car, or clouds in the sky, just passing through. No attachment, no desire for more or less. Starting to take a little bit more conscious breaths into the belly, in through the nose. And we're going to start to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes, rotate through the wrists, rotate through the ankles. Taking the arms over your head behind you, taking a full body stretch. Really stretching out here. Again, maybe having a little wiggle. And bringing the knees into your chest. Hugging yourself tightly. Telling yourself something nice about yourself, even if it's you gave this absolutely fabulous class to go. And then taking a turn to either your left or your right, coming into the fetal position. Keeping the eyes closed maybe before we push up to seated. Again, keep the eyes closed if you can. Coming into any comfortable seated position, bringing the hands into heart center. Before we close the class, we're going to take 3 energizing lion's breaths. So that basically means we're going to take an inhale and then we're going to breathe out through the mouth as if we're steaming up a mirror, and we're going to stick our tongue out as if we're going to try and touch our chin with our tongue. Okay, hopefully that will make sense, but I guess you can see me anyway. So inhaling 1, inhaling 2, last one, inhaling 3, settling down, raising your prayer towards your third eye. We ask that we may always seek the truth. Lowering our prayer towards our mouth or our throat chakra, we ask that we may always speak the truth. And finally, lowering our hands towards our heart center, we ask that we may always be in truth. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining in with this absolutely fabulous class. It may have been a bit tough for some of you, certainly tough for me in places, so don't be disheartened, just keep going for it, and you're going to be absolutely fine. I wish you all the well on your journey, and I hope to see you practice on the mat with me very soon. If you want to follow along with me, I'm The Thought Gym on all social media platforms, and you can go to thethoughtgym.com as well and subscribe to some free video content all about mindset, resilience, health, well-being, how to feel superhuman. So I do hope that you join me inside The Thought Gym and on my social media channels as well. Take care. Namaste.